Hello, parents. This is Principal Peter Lofiego coming back to you again with a short video outlining our intervention process. As I mentioned in my initial walkthrough video that we would be going over the intervention process with you, I think it's very important that we demonstrate for you the process that we've built into this distance learning assignment that we're going through, because we understand this is not only new for you, but there are certainly levels of this that are new for us. And while all of our students have learned to surf the internet, post on social media, maybe as early as grade school, that is very different than the design and function of distance learning and how we use the system. And so we want to make sure that not only do we talk and share about the staff that we've dedicated. As you can see, we have a large number of staff members, at minimum of 2 for every department, or every major department, 3 in science and math, because it's important that we are able to reach out and connect with our families that are struggling. That connection typically happens every day in the classroom, calls home, emails. And while this process isn't all that different, we understand the struggles and we understand the hardships that many of our families are going through. And so we're not going to allow multiple weeks to go by without an intervention process being put in place. And so our content area staff, every Monday, those teachers in Odyssey Ware and Khan Academy will run reports. They will identify students who have not made that weekly process. You'll see in some of the documents that part of the expectation for students is that they log in 3 days a week. That can be in one course, that can be in multiple courses. It is very much dependent upon what they're currently working on, but those logins must remain nonetheless. That's part of the graded work for the course. It's also important that we understand where you might be struggling academically, and that's really what this process is built for. It's built for an academic intervention, but it's also built to identify those who may be struggling. We understand anxiety, stress, depression. These are real. We understand that. We've been dealing with that. And it's important for us to help identify that, help you get back on track, and do whatever it is you need to make progress for yourself, even if that may not be school-based. But in this case, like I said, content area teachers will run that report. They will share that with that intervention staff that I had previously expanded the menu on below to show. And those staff will reach out. First, we will connect with families. Those intervention staff also have Google Voice phone numbers, very similar to what was set up for administration and counseling. We're not publishing those numbers, but I'm sure many of those staff will be willing to share those numbers to create an ongoing dialogue. We need your permission to have any kind of one-on-one discussions with students. So that's one of the first things that our staff will be reaching out to do. And we want to know what we can do to support you to help in their support. We know that many of our students are venturing out, possibly working, doing whatever it is to support the family that this time brings. And we want to make sure we connect and support you and your family through this process. So the intervention teachers, they will be really the ones who will be making connections. If you don't hear from an intervention teacher, that's probably a great thing, in that you will be having a student who is seeing success. Otherwise, plan to hear from them and us, and we'll continue to support you throughout this process. Have a great day, and as always, go Broncos.